Hello Sagittarius, this is Ashley. We're going to do your reading for the month of February. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and then a potential outcome for you. So, I really like this actually. So we're going to get some tarot and see what's going on for Sagittarius. So when we look at this strength and then the challenge, they tend to play together. And so the intention for this reading is to kind of give you some insights into what you can control, what you can't control. It can kind of help prepare you for, kind of the areas that you can influence, right? And the things that you have to just kind of weather, if that makes sense. So hopefully this helps you in your month ahead. All right, Sagittarius. We have the Death card, Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. The Chariot, the King of Wands, and the Two of Cups, the Devil. Look at all these majors showing up in your strength here. The Six of Cups and the Two of Swords. It's funny because when I was shuffling, both the Two of Cups and Two of Swords popped out. I pre-shuffle before I even turn on the camera, and they were already jumping out there, and they're showing up in your outcome here. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups. It feels to me like there was some sort of shift in perhaps a long-term relationship, a long-term job. And there was some sort of rejection that took place here. Some sort of loss of money even. So, and I do feel like it could have been a strong love connection here. It could have been with a Cancer or a water sign. We have Gemini and Taurus showing up. But I feel like perhaps there was some sort of, I don't want to say subconscious, but it could have been some fears around this being a potential in this relationship. Almost like on an intuitive level, deep down, you might have suspected that this would end, or that there would be some sort of problem here with this dynamic. It's definitely ended, I feel like, and I do feel like there's maybe even been some confusion around what really went on here. With the Moon and then the Seven of Cups, it feels like something might have been hidden. But I do feel like, Sagittarius, you've stepped into this Queen of Swords energy, and male or female does not matter, but there's been this very determined energy to gain clarity and to make the right choices when it comes to your future happiness, your future success, even if it's been a slow process, and a difficult one here, a burden, right? It feels like you've refocused into making your own progress forward after dealing with this difficult dynamic. So again, it could have been a love relationship, could have been a job that has ended and caused a lot of confusion and difficulty for you. But I do feel like you're stepping into this energy of really taking charge, gaining clarity for yourself, and trying to move forward. It feels like a very determined energy here. In the Strength position, we have movement needed. It's the action card. So there's action being taken here. You're kind of taking charge. We have the Death card, the Chariot, and the Devil. So I do feel like you could have definitely been dealing with a Cancer, someone with strong water placements. So Scorpio, Cancer showing up here strongly. But it's kind of, you know, it's interesting with the Devil here. I mean, that can tend to be this like very toxic energy, but here I feel like it's more like, without clarifying, to me this feels like you're moving on from something that has ended with a very determined energy to rebuild, which makes sense. We have a lot of planets in Capricorn at this time. And that's going to slowly shift throughout February as Venus and Mercury station direct and are going to move back out of Capricorn. But it's definitely, there's been some changes here, some deep changes that have happened when it comes to stability, when it comes to anything that was like, you know, you saw as being a long-term stable aspect of your life. It looks like it suddenly changed, and now you're trying to kind of gain your footing here. So let's see. With the Death card, we have the Emperor. So there was an end here to some stability. There could have been an ending with a career, with a boss, right? It could be that you've had an ending with a divine masculine, an Aries here, someone that was very strongly in their masculine, responsible energy. And the Nine of Wands. It could have been something that you fought long and hard for as well. You put a lot of time and energy and effort into it, and it coming to an end. I even feel like when it started to end, you continued to fight for it. But it's like, because it's come to an end, you've also stepped into this energy of being very determined to get your stability back under control. It's like it's this take charge energy showing up here strongly, Sagittarius. With the Chariot, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And we did see the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, moving forward, taking charge, wanting a victory when it comes to your own resources. So there could be a strong focus at this time or this month in getting your resources back into a good place. Like, you know, building up your bank account after a loss here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Again, it's like this energy of getting away from something that came crumbling down. And also that may have been, again, we saw the Moon, we saw the Seven of Cups. There could have been some confusion, some lack of clarity when it came to why that even happened. And so it feels like perhaps even getting away from energy that has been deceptive or self-serving, but not to you. It was like maybe you were dealing with someone that was self-serving and only worried about themselves, right? With the Devil, we have the King of Cups. Did we have the Queen of Cups under there? I might be confusing myself with the last reading. I think I am. I mean, we have the Scorpio showing up here strongly. Yeah, so I'm thinking of Leo. So the King of Cups and the Tower. So it could have very well been that you were dealing with someone here that was emotionally manipulative. It might have been a situation that really broke your heart, for sure. And I do feel like throughout the difficulty with this person, you probably tried to control your own emotions and approach this from a much more logical place because your emotions were in upheaval at this time, at the time of this ending. So as far as strength here, your strength is having moved past this, allowed this thing to end. You've stepped into this very take charge, determined energy, like you're going to follow your heart and you're going to rebuild what was broken for yourself, right? Now in the challenge we have the Empress. So it could be that finances themselves are a challenge in February, abundance, because it does look like you're definitely trying to get back stability here. So for some of you, this is a job loss and needing to get back into that state of abundance and back into that state of having the resources that you need, which is why you're taking action, right? For others, it could very well be that the challenge is a Taurus or a Libra. It could be that it's a divine counterpart that's serving as a challenge here. We have the Emperor and now the Empress, so this could be a partner that was proving to be a challenge. We have the Page of Swords, King of Wands, Six of Cups. So communication with this person might be difficult, and it could be that that's showing up as a difficulty for you because you are in this take charge energy, and they may not like that, right? Let's clarify this and see. With it, the Six of Cups here, there's definitely some sort of soul connection here that was involved. With the Page of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So perhaps waiting for an offer here is proving to be a challenge for you, right? Especially if it's related to finding a new job. You know, you're out there, you're submitting applications, you're investigating, you're trying to learn something here in order to get this offer. So it could very well be that somehow money is tied up or lacking. With the King of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So it could be that a job has ended here that was something you were very passionate about at some point. It also feels like the challenge here, if we're talking about a relationship, is that it's difficult for you because the person you were dealing with just stopped working on the relationship with you. And so, like, even though you really wanted to put in the effort and see this come into a better place, it seems like there was just betrayal here and they stopped contributing their energy to the relationship. So it's like it takes two to tango, and if they weren't part of that tango, there was no dance, right? With the Six of Cups, we have Justice and the King of Pentacles. So there could very well be a divorce that's undergoing here. We now have the King and Queen of Pentacles. It could be that the challenge for the month of February is that finances are on hold because of a divorce process that is going on, right? It does feel like this was a soulmate connection here, if we're talking about love. And there was an imbalance. And if that is the case, this person did stop working on this. So finances and stability are definitely the thing that's showing up as a challenge for the month of February. But the strength here is that you're taking charge. You're working to get out of a negative situation, and you're persevering to get yourself back into this stable place, okay? In the potential outcome, we have autumn. It says release the old and rest. And so there's something that's being let go of here. Just like the trees release those leaves, you're allowing this death to take place, this ending to take place, and you're letting go of it. And there could very well be, well, I guess really whether this is love or career for you, it does look like there's offers coming in as you let go of this past situation, and you might not see it coming. There could also be more than one showing up. We have the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. Again, those tried to pop out when I was pre-shuffling. So there's a choice here. And it may not be easy. Because the Two of Swords is here, sometimes we don't want to look at it. We don't want to have to deal with the choice that's presented to us. But there's options. You have options here. Which to me looks like progress, because it doesn't feel like with this past person or past job situation, it felt out of your control, right? It felt like there were no options, like you were just kind of sucked into a difficult situation and you couldn't do anything about it. So with the Page of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups. So again, two options here are being presented. So you might have two new opportunities coming in here, whether it's love or work or both, that's going to allow you to let go of the past and move into a calmer place, mentally, physically, right? With the Two of Cups, we have the Hermit. So one of these potentials could be coming from a Virgo. And the Five of Swords. With the Two of Swords, we have the World and the Seven of Wands. So it may be that releasing this completely, whether this is divorce or a job that's ending, that's been a difficult thing for you to do. And I think we've already seen that here. But I do feel like letting this go and really being able to accept one of these offers that's showing up for you is going to allow you to reflect on how maybe this situation wasn't as good as you thought it was, as you once believed it would be. It wasn't as stable as it seemed to be. And it does feel like that's why it came to an end, because there's something better here showing up that more serves that for you. So whether it's finances or stability or just a long-term commitment that you've really been wanting and you tried to dedicate yourself to in the past, I think you're going to see why it needed to be released. And I do feel like for those of you who are ending a marriage, there's new love showing up here. And I think it's going to be a situation that shows you, like, it's going to be really positive, because it's going to show you how how many things were not okay with the past situation. It's like it opens your eyes to the possibilities that you didn't have with this person. And let's not forget that we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So overall, we're moving into a much more positive place, even as we face this challenge and deal with this difficult ending. If this is career here for you, and the challenge here is finances and releasing something that you actually gave a lot of time and energy to when it comes to your career. It could have been a workplace. You put a lot of time and energy and effort into that, and so it's difficult to let go of it. But I do feel like something positive here is showing up when you're able to let it go. So like even if it ended, for example, you might still be hanging on to it energetically, you know, still confused as to why that happened, still, you know, not seeing why it had to end. But you're stepping into some strong power here, and I think that clarity is going to show up for you in the form of a new opportunity that helps you to see why it didn't work for you. So it's like hindsight is 2020, basically. So I hope that was helpful. And look, I was just filling with the cards. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely something new and inspiring and fulfilling coming in for you, Sagittarius. I will see you next time. Bye.